Hello everyone, this is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. I made it. So no black screen today. I figured out what the setting that was wrong last week that I had to restart my video twice. So first time today, first time's a charm, right? Hello everyone, I can see you all hopping on. So just a few things before I get started. My hostess code for the month of May, anyone that wants to place an order through my online store, from $50 to $149.99. Use the code and then you'll earn some free products for me depending on the size of your order. Now, one more thing I wanted to mention, only because, oh, look at my M&Ms, you guys. I couldn't forget those. For the month of May, and this is only for 1 month only, we do have a special going on, and I'm going to probably mention it during each class. So this is for those of you that love a discount. I call this my discount club. I call this my happy shoppers club. You get to pick $155 worth of Stampin' Up! Products of your choice. And it only costs you $99 plus your sales tax, free shipping, and then any future orders you get 20% off. So that's where the happy shopper discount club comes in. So if you love to, if you have a large wish list, especially with this new catalog, this is the best deal going right now. Okay, so for today, and you guys, I want to announce a new product at the end of my show today. So stick around. When I'm done my card, I want to show you something new. So today I'm going to be showing you the mirror image stamping, and it's not with the Stamparatus. It's actually stamping, and you're going to do the same image on both of these colors. And let me show you what I'm using today. I'm using the Color and Contour stamp set. Now this also has coordinating dies, but I don't need the dies today. Those are the scalloped contours. I am using the large scallop die, but you can see there's dies to cut all of the flowers. There's a beautiful stitched scallop border die right there, and then look at all these sizes of the rectangles, and those are all stitched eyelet. There's different let me see if I can hold it up, different designs on each one on the inside. It's a really nice set. I'm also going to be using some bling. I keep them in a container. These are my sequins for everything. Now this carried over from the last catalog, and I was so happy they did. You get all 4 of these beautiful shimmery colors. And let's see what else. I got inks. I have Versamark Polished Pink, which is one of our new ink colors. Mango Melody, Bermuda Bay, and Night of Navy. And let me bring in my layers. So we've got Night of Navy, 8.5 by 5.5. I'm going to go ahead and score that at 4 1/4. Make sure I use my scoring blade and not my cutting blade. I'm also going to do an envelope with you today. I didn't do one ahead of time. We're going to do an envelope. We're going to do the inside. And we're also going to need a piece for the front. So 2 pieces of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4, a piece of gray granite, and this is 5.5 or 5 1/4 by 2 1/8. I have the little piece here that I cut with the scallop that I showed you in the dies, Night of Navy, and then I cut it to measure 4 3/4, and it's about 3/4 of an inch wide. I have some foam adhesive. Now this, I love this stuff. You guys know I call this my super humongous stamping dimensional. I'll show you why I'm going to use this. And let's see, I've got all my stamps ready. I've gone ahead and used a Post-it note and stamped the flower. And then I cut. Now I'm going to use this for the masking technique. And when I cut, when I do the masking technique, I go really, really close, sometimes right on top of the ink lines, because I want it a little smaller than the actual flower. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, how I did the background, I used one of my basic white layers. I've got one already cut out, but I just want to show you how I did it. I'm going to go ahead and glue the gray granite. I didn't want to have to bring my big chart over to my counter, so I'm just going to show you that I glued this 2 pieces. Then I used my little die and I cut that out. And then voila, I have one all cut out. So I'm all ready to go to do my stamping. Now let's go ahead. I'm going to start out with the Night of Navy. And this is just a really neat way to do mirror stamping. And I'm going to use 2 stamps, the flower stamp and the one that has the 3 flowers on the branch. I'm going to, let me get my pad. I'm also going to bring in a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to cover by starting to stamp on the white part. Now, it doesn't matter if we end up with little blotchy, unstamped areas right here, because we're going to cover that up with a scallop when we're done. So we're going to start with the flower. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp 2 of those. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this one a little bit so it's not exactly the same. And now I want to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to stamp 1 on each side again. Turn it a little bit. If you want to be really fussy, you can do the actual mirror stamping, but I'm just kind of turning it wherever. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's it on that one. Now we're going to bring in the little mask that I cut. We're going to put that right over the flower. Now we're going to stamp the larger flower. It's going to go right there, and you'll see when I remove this, you can see both flowers. Now, let me see. I got to turn this one a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So now I have the 2, oh, and I forget to cover my paper, but that'll be all right. So you can see I get the 4 flowers. I'm going to come and cover this. Make sure I don't forget this time. That's going to be covered with stamping anyway, but I should have covered that with the scrap paper. Now what I'm going to do is see that this one is kind of at an angle. So I'm going to do the same thing and just turn it this way. So you can see that they're positioned close to the same. And now let's see, I'm going to turn it this way. And this one is kind of straight. Okay, and there's my 4 flowers. It looks like a hot mess right now, but it won't be. Now, the really neat thing about this, I did not add any color to the gray area. So I'm just going to cover the gray area. And then I'm going to bring in Bermuda Bay. And let's see, now I need the flower image. And I'm going to actually... The best way to look on this one, let me see if I can show it. See where there's 2 double petals there that are kind of stuck together? That goes right here where this one is. You can see the double petals. It's going to go right there. So we're going to stamp that. And this is the watercolor look, so it doesn't matter if it goes outside the lines. That's how it's made to work. Bring in my stamp cleaner, my chamois, and now we're going to do the polished pink. And again, I'm going to look for, now I don't see my double petals, so let me see if I can figure this one out. This one goes like, and you know, I should have made a a little tick mark. Sometimes what you can do is make a little tick mark as to what is the top of your petal, so you can match up your flowers. But these ones are pretty easy. Okay, there's that one. Now we need the one with the 3 flowers, and there's a little tiny one right there. But we need to cover the first flower again. So let's see, where is my double? Right there. I'm looking for this double flower. And then, oops, I used the wrong color. I don't want Night of Navy. I want Polished Pink. And we're gonna look for this long flower right here. I think, no, wait a minute. This one right here, the long flower goes off to the side. There's a little tiny flower right at the top. That's what the top little circle is. So there's that one. And now we need Mango Melody. We're going to do the same thing by moving the mask over. And let's see, I got to figure this one out. Right here. The petals are all really, really different, so it's kind of easy to find where you need to be with those. Okay, now we're going to stamp that one. And look at our little masterpiece. Okay, I'm going to move all these inks so I don't make a mess. Now we're going to go ahead, and because this is so dark, I wanted the white lettering to show up. So I'm going to do some white embossing. That's where the Versamark ink comes in. And I'm going to use a used dryer sheet just to take off the static. Whoops. And I did, what I'm paying attention is the H and the Y to make sure that it's inside. And now, I hope I didn't, I think I pressed on that too hard. I'm going to flip it over and do it again. I smushed that one. Too much muscle, too much Cheerios this morning. There, that's better. Now we're going to use the white embossing powder. I'm going to make just a little bit of noise to melt the powder and put this away. And remember, when you're getting ready to use your heat tool, make sure you put your cover on so the powder doesn't go flying everywhere. And now we're just going to melt this. I just love the way the white shows up on the dark cardstock. Okay, and here we go. It's starting to melt. And the way I can tell, I usually hold it up to the light, and if it's nice and shiny, that means it's all melted. Now we're going to go ahead and glue that in place. And remember, we got some spacing here. I want to cover that spacing, so I'm going to make sure. And I'm looking at my scallops on each side to line up the scallops. And now this is where my humongous stamping dimensional is going to come in. You don't have to use this, but I like the way that you can just take this, press it in place. I especially love using this with watercolor paper because sometimes it gets a little bumpy. I'm going to go ahead and fold my card on the score line. So this is a really quick card today. And then I'm going to center that. And we're going to add some bling. Now the bling, these are little tiny blings, and I just bring in my glue dots. All right, I just lost one. Oh, there it is. I just bring in my glue dots. Put that right on there, and then I just kind of pinch around so that the glue dots are, look at the ink on my fingers, so that the glue dots are hidden behind the bling. Because some of these are actually smaller than the glue dots, like this one here is a little smaller. So again, because it sticks out, I just kind of pinch around and just work my way around. And let's see, we're going to do a pink one. You get to watch me do this 6 times. Okay, I should have used a different one. This is hexagon, so I'm going to bring that over here. I want a sequin, a real sequin. So do you know what I mean by pinch? See, it sticks out right there. So I just kind of pinch around and it hides in the back. Okay, there's 3. I need 2 more. Let's see, we'll do this big one next. This one is big enough so that it hides the whole glue dot, so we're good on that one. And we're going to do one more silver. Hi-yo silver. I'm not even going to have time to eat M&Ms with you guys today. This card is so quick. Okay, there we go. Look how quick that was. So that you guys can use any stamp set to do this. You just have to stamp right below what you did the first. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to do the middle of my flower. I just noticed that. We need to add a little bit of color to the middle. There, I was able to sneak that in. And you could add Wink of Stella. You could add some ribbon. You could add more bling. But I like the way this looks. No, I forgot one more thing. You guys, I'm not doing good today. Where is my scrap paper? You notice I had little dots around. I'm just going to put that there. And what I did, this is a little dotted image. Totally forgot that one. I'm stamping on scrap paper first to lighten it up. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I almost forgot that step. Same thing, stamp on scrap first, just to get it lighter. There, that really finishes it up. It's not so, not so plain and simple when you add the dots. So there's my card for today using the mirror image stamping on 2 different color cardstocks. Now, what I want to tell you guys about, today I received another Stampin' Up order. Let me just move all this junk over. And you guys have probably heard through the grapevine that we have a new kits collection coming. I have this brochure that shows you all the kits. I'm going to be hosting a kit night, I think on June 18th at 8:00 p.m. It's on a Friday night. And what I'm going to do is set up a hostess code for everybody to use, and whoever uses the code will be invited to stamp live on Zoom. It'll be a private party, a private kit party. For those of you that are on my team, you get to come anyway. But this just shows you the different kits that are going to be available. And I actually ordered 3 kits. So I'm going to tell you what 3 that I ordered. And you guys can choose one of the 3. And I'm going to be demonstrating all 3. And then you just stamp with me. So of course I'm going to do this butterfly one because you know I love butterflies. That's the one I'm going to show you today. I'm also going to do this one with the rose. And then I'm going to do the masculine one. So I'll be sending a newsletter out and I'll let you guys know what's going on. But look at the kit. So this is the first one that I've ordered. I've got 2 more coming. I love the Stampin' Up box. And let me take, and I haven't even opened this up, so you guys get to see me open it. So this is the one, the Notes of Cheer card kit with the butterflies. I'm going to show you what's inside. So this will be one of the 3 that you can pick if you want to stamp along with me. These are the envelopes. Looks like there's 3 colors. Oh, this one even has butterflies on the inside. And then these are the card bases. And we have these. Look how pretty that is. These pretty card bases. Let's see what else we got. These fold. How neat is that? So we got 3 of those. We got some pretty sparkly bling. Glue dots and dimensionals. These are the mini dimensionals. And then there's 3 of these die cuts. Let me see if I can put it on. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then, oh, I love the fonts. Now, what's great about these kits, they come in all the languages. So you can pick whatever language you want. So these are the sentiments. Oh, look at this. I got to take this out so we can look at it closer. And I'll bring the picture of the kit back in. Let me see. Let me get something white. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, I forgot to stamp my envelope, you guys. So there's what that looks like. And then we have some more little sentiments. Plenty of sentiments to play with. So let's bring this back in so we can see what I just showed you. So yeah, see, this goes over the colored card where the color peeks out. This is the shaped card fold, and then the little die cut that I just showed you. So look for an announcement for June 18th. It'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to do it late my time, so those of you that are on a different time schedule can join in. So I just wanted to announce that. Now, I got to finish my envelope. What I was going to do is just take this and put it there and just make the envelope match the card. Totally forgot about the envelope. And where's my big stamp? I just threw everything off to the side, of course. Yeah, I can't even find my big stamp. Looks like I will not be finishing my envelope with you because I can't find my stamp. I can add a little bit of polka dots. Where in the heck did my stamp go? Isn't that the strangest thing? Oh, I found it. You wouldn't believe it. It was way over there. So let me just go ahead and do a couple of these, just so I don't have to do any masking. Okay, there's my envelope to go with my card. That makes a nice little set. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. And again, look for the announcement on the kit, and I will draw a name for the card and announce that tomorrow. And I hope to see you again next week. Have a good week, everyone.